Hello and welcome to another Iceberg video. Today we've got another episode of Pokemon Showdown, a very simple episode this time, entirely centered around random singles battles here. With the announcement of Pokemon Wins and Waves, I figured it would make sense to get another Pokemon Showdown episode going. I think I would have done that regardless, actually. Alright, so we're going to start off Scyther and Iron Jugulis. Iron Jugulis is a dark and flying type. That flying type is probably going to get the best of me here. So I'm going to go for an early switch out, Lycanroc heading on, and another switch onto Gouging Fire, a fire and dragon type. That could work for me. And I'm going to start off with a Stealth Rock and a Terrastallize onto Fairy, which is kind of ironic. I'll go stab move here and go for Stone Edge as Gouging Fire tries to go for a team sweep and Stone Edge misses right away. Outrage as well and Lycanroc is out. I don't have a fairy type of my own, but I could Terrastallize one of them. We'll have Houndstone go for a Poltergeist. Outrage, Immunize there. Gouging Fire now confused and Poltergeist. Gouging Fire still in the green. I could go for it again. Hits himself in its confusion and Poltergeist misses the second time. But it lands this time and Gouging Fire is out. That was pretty much my only response to try and deal with this Outrage sweep, for lack of a better term. Thankfully it's not a sweep. And as a matter of fact, I think I've got something against Iron Jugulis. His Dark Pulse is now resisted, and Play Rough will get the takedown. Galarian Slowking up next. A Poison and Psychic type. I don't think Poison is resisted by Ghost, is it? Or the other way around. Poltergeist is super effective. And another takedown to Slowbro's now out. Alright, so two cannons up next. Body Press does have normal effect, but Play Rough is a stab move and it misses. I've had a lot of misses in this game, but Houndstone's still in the green. I have no clue what just happened there. Beak Blast? Is that a charge up beforehand? Houndstone eventually out. Don't really have much to deal with flying types now, but Bastion Legion is up next. I do have this, and Ice Beam will take down two cannon. Up next, we've got two Pokemon remaining. Gallade, I think... Oh, Bastion Legion has choice specs here. But what does Gallade have? A Psychic and Fighting type. Ice Beam doesn't do a lot. Night Slash, yeah, that makes sense. Gallade down to the yellow. Ice Beam again down to the red, and Bastion Legion is out. Gallade down to 3%, and up next, I'm gonna go for Scyther again. Haven't seen too much. We'll go for a dual Wing Beat. Who is faster here? Well, there's your answer. Scyther will take down Gallade, and the last Pokemon is going to be Tyranitar. Rock type is quad effective against Scyther, but close combat is quad effective against Tyranitar. Really depends on who goes first here, and there it is. Close combat to wrap up this game. An ideal start to the video. Let's see if we can keep it going in the second game. We're going to start off Terrakion and Mousehold. Alright, I'm not going to waste any time here. Oh, that's a good switch. Reads the close combat. It's a critical hit, though. Despite being resisted, Kilowattrel is down to the yellow, but Terrakion has Choice Band, so I will make a switch of my own and go onto Golurk. Kilowattrel recovers here. I could go for a Stone Edge. Kilowattrel goes for a U-turn to switch out. Does almost nothing against Golurk, but it will go back to Mousehold and another critical hit and a one-hit KO. Overquill up next. I think that's a poison and dark type. And another choice band. And dark type is super effective against Golurk, so I'll go back to Terrakion, I guess. And a Terrestrialize onto a water type. That is good for them. Earthquake, Overquill still in the green, and Liquidation will take down Terrakion. I could go for this. Glaceon has Freeze Dry. Is Overquill going to sense that and switch out? Goes for a Ghost Shot, and it's another one-hit KO. That is cause for concern here. I guess we'll try Oinkologne. I'll go Body Slam, Liquidation, Oinkologne down to the yellow, and Body Slam will be enough to take down Overquill. Kilowattrel heading back out. I'll go Body Slam again. And U-turn, Oinkologne hangs on. Kilowattrel might read the play if there is a Ghost type. No, but there is a Regice. Body Slam hits again. And Regice with a Body Press, and Oinkologne is off. Not off. Out. That's what I meant to say. Why do I have to keep that in the video? Alright, Bruxish is up next. How about I go for Psychic Fangs here? And that will be enough to take Regice down. I'll go back to Kilowattrel. Another choice band here. But I can Terrestrialize. And Kilowattrel recovers. Psychic Fangs is a one-hit KO this time. Quaquaval up next. And yeah, I feel like the rest of the team's going to struggle against Bruxish from this point. Palkia Origin as the last one. Not sure why they sent out Quaquaval beforehand. Spatial Rend, not enough there, and Psychic Fangs! That will sweep the rest of the team and wrap up this game. 2 wins in 2 games, Bruxish leading the charge for this one.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Up next, we've got Cloyster against Lumineon. Gonna go for the Shell Smash White Herb combo. And a switch onto Magnezone, that is big. I do have this. That is a fantastic counter against electric types. And Magnezone out. Right out the gate. Persian up next. I could go Icicle Spear maybe. Fake Out is a good move. Guaranteed Flinch and Icicle Spear. How many times is it going to go? It's a critical hit on the 4th try. And Persian is out. Espathra up next. Rock Blast, very similar to Icicle Spear. But Icicle Spear is a stab move. And Espathra's out as well. 3 takedowns already for Cloyster. Carbink up next. I could go Drill Run for this one, and he decides to forfeit. That was near flawless from Cloyster, but we go again. And an advantage right out the gate, Sarina against Quaquaval. But I'm going to try and read the play here. They could switch out right away. They don't. Did we just use the same move here? Sarina going for triple axle as well, and that understandably doesn't do as much. And triple axle, will it take down Sarina this time? It will. Definitely overthought there, and Quaquaval has Moxie. I could go for Dodrio next. And I will go for Brave Bird. And that will take down Quaquaval. We can move past the recoil, and up next, it is Zapdos. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to switch out here. I think Ice and Rock are the only things super effective against Zapdos, and I don't have either. Was Cash going defensive, reads the discharge. I could go Stealth Rock as well. Zapdos is probably going to have to go for a flying move. And there is that flying type move, Hurricane. And now I could go for a Hydro Pump on my side. Whiscash down to the yellow. Zapdos still in the green. And Heat Wave resisted. That's not an ideal call. And Zapdos down to the red. Whiscash recovers onto the yellow, eventually taken down by the Hurricane. I could maybe go to Delphox up next. Been a long time since I've seen this Pokemon in a competitive game. We'll go for Psyshock, and that will be enough to take Zapdos down. Ursaring up next. I'm gonna charge up. Nasty Plot to increase special attack, and Throat Chop is super effective. Ursaring with a Toxic. Probably has Guts. Fire Blast will take down Ursaring. How do you have Ursaring and Ursaluna there? Okay, I could go Grass Knot. And another one-hit KO as Ursaluna's out. Gardevoir quickly heading on. Noticing the Blaze will go Fire Blast again. Another takedown, and Gardevoir out, and Palafin is the last one. How and why is Delphox doing so well here? Okay. That will definitely make me shut my mouth. We've got a 3-on-1. Dodrio heading back out, and we'll go... How about we go Drill Run? That does almost nothing. Palafin to charge up. Maybe I can charge up as well. And Ice Punch. Dodrio frozen. And Jet Punch doesn't quite do the rest. But Palafin could land another one. And that's what happens. Dodrio's out. The last two options I have aren't that good. Because we don't really have a special attacker from this point. I guess we'll try Knockoff. It's Wave Crash, Phalanx. Still in the green, a bit of recoil there. Palafin loses the leftovers. Could maybe go close combat. No, Phalanx is taken down, and it's 1-on-1. And Polion is the last one. And all I've got is 2 water-type moves here. Jet Punch doesn't do a lot. Surf does quite a bit. Palafin very close to being taken down here, and Wave Crash won't be enough to take down Empoleon. The recoil is what takes down Palafin, and it's another win for me. But that was closer than it really needed to be. Got Honchkrow against Darkrai. Gonna start off with a Heat Wave as Darkrai charges up. And Heat Wave misses. And Sludge Bomb, Honchkrow down to the red. Heat Wave in response is a critical hit. Didn't want to go Brave Bird because of that recoil. And another critical hit in return as Honchkrow is the first one out. I could go for Pheasantipity. And I'll go for a Moonblast. Dark Pulse resisted. That's not going to do enough there. And Darkrai, another critical hit. And it's level again. Skeledirge up next. I do have this. Doesn't do much there. Toxic Chain. I have no clue what that ability is. Torch Song doesn't do a lot either. It does increase special attack. And I think I'm going to switch out here. Onto Crocodile. Intimidate to lower physical attack, so Flame Charge doesn't really do anything. And Torch Song does a lot more. Crocodile down to the yellow, and Earthquake will take Skeledirge out. Kyogre up next. That's bad for me. I guess maybe Knockoff? Water Spout should do enough, and it does. Crocodile's out. I've got 2 fire types, and I guess I could bring back Pheasantipity here and hope that does anything. Water Spout again. Pheasantipity down to the red. Gunk Shot, Kyogre down to the yellow. And Pheasantipity out after the second water spout. So I guess go on to Blissey. Thunderwave to paralyze. They go for a switch onto Abomasnow. I guess that could... I could do this. Aurora Veil, going defensive. I could go for the Reed in case they switch back onto Kyogre and they don't. Earthquake, they do have something to deal with Armarouge here. And Energy Ball is the only move I could use. I think I've made a mistake here. So I guess go on to Seismic Toss. Interesting to see Girder on this team. We'll go Stealth Rock. Knockoff does quite a bit. I could go Seismic Toss again. Girder down to the yellow. Drain Punch is super effective. And Girder recovers to full. So I guess I'll go on to Talonflame. I'll go aggressive this time. And they'll switch back onto Kyogre. Might work out here since I've gone flying. And Kyogre hangs on. I'll go Brave Bird again. And Kyogre's out this time. Still a fighting chance. Abomasnow up next. Snow Warning gets rid of the raid, and Overheat takes down Abomasnow. It's 2-on-2. Brute Bonnet, a Grass and Dark type. I'll go Brave Bird and a Terrestrialize onto a Poison type. That is good. And a Spore to put Talonflame to sleep. Crunch does quite a bit there, down to the yellow. And Talonflame is not going to wake up in time. Brute Bonnet is burned from that, though. Armarouge is the last one for me. And I could go for... I'm going to Terrestrialize here and go for a Psyshock. That will take down Brute Bonnet. Girder is the last one. Armarouge with the choice specs. And Psyshock. Girder hangs on. And Knockoff takes down Armarouge. Heartbreak at the end. Still a fantastic closer to this game, despite the fact that we lost in the end. But that'll wrap up this episode of Pokemon Showdown. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you in the next video.